Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share with you 6 key things to tell yourself every single day. Things that can transform your mindset, sharpen your purpose, and direct your life towards something greater. These are not mere affirmations. They are truths that can guide you through chaos and bring clarity when it feels like everything is falling apart. Each and every day, you are given a chance to shape your destiny, a chance to create something meaningful, something lasting. But that journey begins with one crucial decision: to take full ownership of your life. This is not about simply managing what comes your way or letting circumstances control you. No, this is about acknowledging that you have the ability to steer your course, regardless of the chaos or disorder that surrounds you. The world can be unpredictable, even cruel at times, but you are the one who decides how to respond. You can choose to face every challenge head on or run from it. You can decide to rise above the storms, to use your struggles as a means to grow stronger, or you can let them break you. But know this: no matter what, the responsibility for how you live and what you achieve is squarely on your shoulders. Now, it might seem easier to seek quick rewards, to choose the path that requires the least amount of effort. This might be the world's way, the way of instant results and fleeting satisfaction, but this path is an illusion. It promises satisfaction without substance, excitement without depth. In truth, the only way to build a life that holds real meaning is by committing to things that are hard, by choosing a path that might not always be comfortable, but one that will ultimately shape your character, sharpen your resolve, and give you something real to stand on. Life, at its core, is not about shortcuts. It's about embracing what is truly valuable, not what is momentarily pleasurable. When you pursue purpose, you align your actions with a deeper truth, one that transcends temporary desire. And in that alignment, you find something that will sustain you even when life is challenging, something that cannot be taken from you. Every day, as you walk through the world, understand that your words are more than just sound. They carry weight, they carry power. The things you speak have the ability to shape not just your reality, but the reality of those around you. Lies, even the smallest ones, might seem like a way to avoid discomfort, to bypass difficult truths, but they are the chains that bind you. When you allow dishonesty into your life, you allow dissonance into your very being. You weaken your integrity. And when that happens, the world begins to lose its clarity. But when you speak with honesty, with clarity, your life aligns with the world around you. Truth, as difficult as it might seem in the moment, always holds the key to true freedom. When you live authentically, you build trust with yourself and others, and that trust becomes an unshakable foundation that can withstand even the hardest of times. The way you present yourself to the world speaks volumes before you even say a word. If you walk into a room slouched, defeated, as if you don't belong, that energy will reflect back at you. But if you stand tall, if you carry yourself with a sense of confidence and respect, something shifts. You don't need to seek validation from others when you know deep down that you are worthy. When you carry yourself with dignity, you send a message not just to the world, but to yourself, that you value who you are, that you respect the potential you hold. It's in that posture, both physically and mentally, that you begin to command your space in the world. You might not always feel strong, but when you choose to stand with your shoulders back, you remind yourself that strength is not a matter of circumstance, it is a matter of choice. The people you choose to spend your time with will either uplift you or bring you down. You must be deliberate about the relationships you form. Surround yourself with those who encourage your growth, who challenge you to rise above your limitations, who genuinely want to see you succeed. Be cautious of those who tear you down, who thrive on your failures, who drain your energy without adding anything of value. The people around you shape how you view yourself, how you approach your goals, and how you experience the world. So choose wisely. Be deliberate in cultivating connections with those who inspire you, who push you to be better, who remind you of your potential when you forget it yourself. The right people will make your journey more meaningful and remind you that you are not walking this path alone. Finally, it's vital that you cease comparing your life to others. In a world that constantly puts other people's successes on display, it's easy to fall into the trap of measuring your progress by someone else's standards. But this is a futile exercise. Their journey is not your journey. Their struggles, their victories, their timelines, none of it can dictate the worth or value of your own life. You are on your own path with your own lessons to learn, your own obstacles to overcome. Embrace your uniqueness. Celebrate your progress, even if it feels slow. Each step you take forward, no matter how small, is a victory in its own right. Do not let the success of others rob you of your own peace or sense of accomplishment. The only person you should be competing with is the version of yourself that existed yesterday. Strive to be better than you were before, not because someone else is doing more, but because you are capable of so much more. Take responsibility, pursue what matters, speak the truth, stand tall, choose your companions wisely, and above all, run your own race. These are not just principles to live by, they are the foundation of a life that is rich, meaningful, and truly yours. The power to create that life resides within you always. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for conditions to be perfect. Start now and build something extraordinary. Let us take a moment to truly reflect on the idea that we have complete ownership of our lives. Too often we find ourselves in the grip of external circumstances, feeling as though we are at the mercy of fate or the decisions of others. It can be easy to slip into the mindset that life is happening to us and that we are merely passive observers. But the truth is, no matter how difficult or unfair the world may seem, you have the power to respond to it. You have the ability to choose how you act, how you think, and ultimately, how you live. Taking responsibility for your own life is a radical act of freedom. It means no longer allowing yourself to be swept away by the currents of what happens around you. It means recognizing that every decision you make, every action you take, contributes to the direction your life will go. You may not be able to control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you face it, how you respond, and how you use it to grow. Life is unpredictable, and you may encounter hardship, suffering, and unfairness, but none of those things diminish your ability to choose. You must take ownership of your narrative. You cannot afford to be passive. The world will not care about your excuses, but it will respond to your actions. Your responsibility is not just to do what's easy, but to choose what is right, even when it's hard. There's an old saying, what you resist persists. When you attempt to escape the difficult aspects of life, when you run away from responsibility, you only allow the challenges to grow larger. You are not just evading the hard work now, you're prolonging your struggle in the future. To truly move forward, to truly grow, you must face what is in front of you with courage. Embrace responsibility even when it seems overwhelming. It will not crush you, it will strengthen you. And once you embrace that responsibility, it will naturally guide you toward pursuing what matters rather than what is merely expedient. We live in a time where the noise of instant gratification surrounds us at every turn. Whether it's the lure of a fleeting pleasure, the constant pull of distraction, or the desire to take the shortcut in life, it can be tempting to seek the easiest way out. But here's the truth. The pursuit of what is immediate and easy leads only to emptiness. It's the long, difficult road, the one that requires patience, sacrifice, and commitment that leads to something worth having. The things that matter most, love, integrity, achievement, are not gained through shortcuts. They are forged through struggle. When you commit to something meaningful, you will face obstacles, setbacks, and challenges. But those very challenges will shape you. They will deepen your character, build your strength, and ultimately make the rewards of your journey all the more fulfilling. It is only by committing to the long term, to the things that bring depth to your life, that you will ever find true satisfaction. And so, every day, ask yourself, am I choosing what is meaningful? Am I willing to put in the effort for something greater than just this moment's convenience. When you consistently choose the hard path, you will find that it becomes easier, not because the struggle lessens, but because you grow stronger and more resilient in facing it. The true joy of life comes not in avoiding difficulty, but in rising above it. You must also recognize the importance of honesty in this process. Your words, your language, are a reflection of who you are. When you speak with integrity, when you choose to speak the truth, you bring alignment to your life. It's easy to tell half-truths, to omit what's uncomfortable, to say what we think others want to hear. But every time you bend the truth, you weaken the foundation upon which you stand. Lies, even the smallest ones, have a way of building upon themselves until they form walls that separate you from your true self. When you speak the truth, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, you create a solid, unshakable foundation in your life. Truth demands courage, but it also rewards you with clarity, with trust, and with integrity. The truth will guide you, it will free you from confusion, and it will allow you to live authentically. Every lie you tell distances you from the person you are meant to be, but every truth you speak brings you one step closer to becoming your fullest self. And when you do this, you will begin to notice something extraordinary. The world around you will respond in kind. People will begin to trust you, they will respect you, they will value you, not because of your achievements, but because of the integrity with which you live your life. When you stand tall, when you carry yourself with strength, you convey not just confidence, but also a deep sense of worth. How you carry your body is a reflection of how you view yourself. Too many of us, through habit or self-doubt, shrink into the background, unsure of our place, uncertain of our value. But the truth is, you have the potential to do remarkable things, and part of that potential is found in how you present yourself. When you walk with your head held high and your shoulders back, you send a message to both yourself and the world that you matter. You are worthy of space, of opportunity, of respect. Posture is not just physical, it is psychological. It's a declaration of your self-respect, of your willingness to engage fully with the world. When you present yourself with dignity, others begin to perceive you differently. You become a person who commands respect, not through force or arrogance, but through the quiet power of self-assurance. And more importantly, you begin to feel it yourself. This posture, this simple act of standing tall, can transform how you approach everything you do. It becomes a symbol of your strength and your commitment to facing life, not as a passive bystander, but as an active participant. And then in every area of your life, choose carefully who you surround yourself with. There's a saying that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. And while that might sound simple, it is profoundly true. The people you associate with will shape your mindset, your habits, and your actions. If you spend time with those who encourage your growth, who lift you up when you falter, who challenge you to be better, you will become better. You will start to see the world in a way that fuels your ambitions, not one that deflates your spirit. But the opposite is equally true. If you surround yourself with negativity, with people who drag you down, who criticize or belittle your dreams, you will start to believe that perhaps those dreams aren't worth pursuing. You must be willing to let go of toxic relationships, not out of malice, but out of self-respect. You must protect your energy. The right people will inspire you, motivate you, and remind you that you are capable of far more than you give yourself credit for. Finally, one of the greatest traps we fall into is the tendency to compare ourselves to others. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in the lives of others, what they have, what they've accomplished, how quickly they seem to be moving forward. But this comparison is poison to your growth. Everyone is on their own journey, facing their own battles and walking at their own pace. Your life is unique. Your path is unique. There is no one else who can walk it for you. So stop measuring your progress by someone else's yardstick. Instead, focus on your own journey. Celebrate each step you take forward, no matter how small it might seem. Every inch of progress is still progress. The only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. If you are moving forward, if you are growing, then you are succeeding. No one else's timeline matters. Taking responsibility, pursuing meaning, speaking the truth, standing tall, choosing your companions wisely, and embracing your own path, these are the building blocks of a life that will not just survive but thrive. You have the power to create something remarkable, and it begins with the choices you make today. Take ownership, rise to the challenge, and become the person you were always meant to be. When we speak about responsibility, it's essential to truly understand the depth of what this means in our lives. Responsibility is not just about managing tasks or fulfilling duties. It is about embracing the profound truth that you are the primary architect of your existence. In this chaotic world, it's easy to become distracted, to abdicate control, to give in to the narrative that things happen to you. But in reality, every moment offers you an opportunity to choose how you react, what you prioritize, and how you direct your energy. The notion of responsibility is empowering. It gives you the ability to shape your own fate. Sure, life throws all sorts of curveballs. It will not always be fair or easy, but it is precisely in those moments when you have the greatest opportunity to rise. You see, the act of taking responsibility is an acknowledgement that your circumstances do not define you, your actions do. It's about looking at the world not as something that's happening to you, but something that you can influence, something that you can mold. When you fully accept this responsibility, it leads to a powerful shift. Rather than looking outward for excuses, reasons, or blame, you look inward and ask yourself, what can I do with this? How can I grow from this situation? The strength that comes from knowing you control your response cannot be underestimated. It gives you resilience in the face of hardship, focus in times of uncertainty, and most importantly, a sense of empowerment that can never be taken from you. This ownership, however, requires an understanding that growth and fulfillment are never achieved through shortcuts or by following the easiest path. Modern society often places an emphasis on quick results, instant gratification, and immediate rewards. It's not hard to see why this culture bombards us with distractions, making it easy to fall into the trap of seeking the quick fix, the effortless pleasure. But I assure you, the most meaningful and enduring achievements in life will never come through expedience. There is a deeper satisfaction found only in doing things the right way, in working towards something that requires effort, sacrifice, and time. When you choose to pursue something truly meaningful, something that challenges you, something that demands persistence and resilience, you are aligning yourself with something far more powerful than momentary pleasure. You are aligning yourself with purpose, and purpose gives you the strength to keep moving even when the road gets difficult. Don't be fooled into thinking that success is born from avoiding hardship. It is forged in the struggle. Whether you're working toward a personal goal, building a relationship, or creating something of lasting value, there will be challenges. But these are the very things that will build your character, sharpen your mind, and help you discover the depths of your own strength. In the end, it's not the victories that define us, it's the perseverance, the grit, and the commitment to a cause greater than ourselves. When you pursue meaning rather than expedience, you learn to see beyond the temporary and into the lasting. You begin to realize that fulfillment doesn't lie in transient pleasures or fleeting moments of ease. It's found in the courage to face the tough, the complex, the challenging, and to push through even when it feels like everything is against you. This deeper fulfillment becomes your anchor, something that will hold steady no matter how turbulent the seas may become. This path of meaning and truth must also be paved with honesty. Speaking the truth is not just a moral obligation, it's a critical tool for constructing a life that's truly yours. Every time you choose to speak the truth, even when it's uncomfortable, you are reinforcing the integrity of your own existence. When you tell lies, you create a fracture, a dissonance within yourself that will eventually catch up with you. Lies distort your perception of reality and make it harder to navigate the world with clarity. The truth, while sometimes difficult to confront, offers you a foundation of trust and authenticity. It clears away the confusion and allows you to engage with the world as it truly is. When you speak truthfully, you free yourself from the weight of pretense and deceit. You align your inner world with your outer actions, and in doing so, you start to live with greater integrity. Others will sense this alignment. They will respect you not because of what you've done or what you have, but because they see in you a person who values truth over convenience. But truth doesn't only lie in words, it is reflected in how you carry yourself, in how you present yourself to the world, the way you stand, the way you walk into a room, the energy you exude. All of these things communicate something profound to both yourself and others. When you hold yourself upright, when you walk with confidence, you not only demonstrate strength to the world, but you also remind yourself that you are worthy of respect. There is power in how you carry yourself. The simple act of standing tall, of presenting yourself as someone who values their own presence, sends a signal that you are here, you are present, and you are ready to take on whatever life throws at you. Posture is not just a physical act. It is a reflection of your mental and emotional state. When you slouch, when you shrink away, it's as if you are telling the world and yourself that you don't belong, that you're unsure, that you lack confidence. But when you stand tall, when you square your shoulders and hold your head high, you project a sense of self-respect, of readiness, of capability. It's not about arrogance or pretense. It's about acknowledging your own worth and acting in a way that reflects it. You show the world that you are here to engage, to contribute, and to live your life fully. At the same time, the people you choose to surround yourself with play an enormous role in shaping your life. The company you keep will either lift you higher or drag you down. If you fill your life with people who uplift you, who encourage your growth, and who believe in your potential, you will naturally begin to mirror their positivity, their ambition, and their strength. You will begin to see the world as a place of opportunity rather than a place of limitation. However, if you surround yourself with people who are negative, who doubt your abilities, or who bring you down with their toxicity, you will find yourself slipping into their patterns. You will become disheartened, discouraged, and disconnected from your true potential. The relationships you nurture must be based on mutual respect, shared growth, and a genuine desire for the best in each other. These relationships will push you to become the best version of yourself. The right people will challenge you, support you, and remind you of your power when you forget it. Lastly, in today's hyper-connected world, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing your life to others. Social media, the success stories, the carefully curated glimpses into the lives of others, it's all designed to make you feel like you're falling behind. But comparison is a thief. It steals your peace, your focus, and your sense of worth. The lives of others, no matter how polished they may seem, are not yours to live. The only person you need to compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Progress is not linear. Some days you will move forward by leaps, and other days it will feel like 2 steps back. That's okay. What matters is that you are moving. What matters is that you are committed to your own growth, to your own journey, regardless of what anyone else is doing. It's not about matching someone else's pace. It's about your own personal development. Celebrate every small victory. Celebrate your resilience, your persistence, and your willingness to continue. In the end, it's not the final destination that matters. It's the person you become along the way. Taking responsibility for your life, pursuing what truly matters, speaking the truth, standing tall, choosing the right people, and staying focused on your own path. These are the principles that will shape your life into something powerful, meaningful, and fulfilling. Every day is a new opportunity to take ownership of your life, to rise above the distractions, and to commit yourself to something far greater than momentary pleasure. The power to change your life is already within you. Now is the time to act. When we speak of responsibility, we are not merely talking about the superficial task of managing our daily obligations or completing chores. True responsibility is about embracing the power you hold in shaping your life, regardless of the obstacles in your way. It's about the deep understanding that you are the one in control of your own narrative, no one else. This means when you choose to take full responsibility for your life, you cease to let the world dictate your course. You step into the role of your own creator. In a world full of distractions and external pressures, it's easy to fall into the trap of blaming others or external forces for our struggles. It's easy to point fingers and say, if only this hadn't happened, if only they had done this differently, if only the world treated me better. While it is true that we cannot control every circumstance or event, what we can control is how we choose to respond. You see, the moment you take full responsibility for your life, you also reclaim your power. You refuse to be a passive observer in your own story. The decision is yours to rise above the challenges, to create meaning out of adversity, to take ownership of both your triumphs and your failures. This shift in mindset is liberating. It frees you from the chains of helplessness and excuses. When you accept that you are responsible for how you respond to everything life throws at you, you immediately begin to see opportunities instead of obstacles. Every challenge becomes a test of your strength, your character, and your ability to navigate the unknown. You may not always succeed on your first attempt, but every time you take action, you move closer to the person you are meant to become. Furthermore, responsibility means embracing the full weight of your decisions. It is not just about taking credit when things go right, it's about owning up to your mistakes when things go wrong. Life is not about perfection, it's about growth. By owning your mistakes, you learn from them. You refine your character. The lessons that come from failure are just as important, if not more so, than the victories you celebrate. Every failure teaches you something. What works, what doesn't, what needs to change. It is in these moments of discomfort, of struggle, that your true character is built. Taking responsibility requires courage, but it also leads to true empowerment. It's the recognition that your future is in your hands, not dictated by fate or others. The moment you accept responsibility is the moment you stop living at the mercy of your circumstances. Instead, you live with intention, with purpose, and with a deep understanding that you have the power to create the life you desire. To live a life of responsibility is to embrace the uncomfortable truth that no one else is coming to save you. The moment you realize this, a profound shift occurs, one that moves you from a passive observer of your life to an active participant. Responsibility is not just a task or a duty. It's a mindset, a commitment to yourself and your future. It's a recognition that you alone have the power to shape your world, regardless of the external forces that try to sway you. It's easy to fall into the trap of passivity, especially in a world that constantly offers distractions, justifications, and excuses. It's easy to feel as though life is happening to you, that you're a victim of circumstances beyond your control. But this perspective is disempowering. When you begin to take full ownership of your life, you free yourself from that victim mentality. No longer are you at the mercy of external events. Instead, you are the one who determines how you respond to those events. This sense of responsibility extends far beyond simply managing tasks or fulfilling obligations. It means owning your emotions, your actions, and your decisions. It means acknowledging that your past, while influential, does not define you. Your present actions and choices do. Every day is a fresh opportunity to take responsibility for how you show up in the world. It's a constant reminder that you have the ability to influence your life in ways big and small. When you take ownership, you stop waiting for things to happen to you and start making things happen. But taking responsibility also requires you to look inward and confront some uncomfortable truths. It means accepting that some of the challenges you face are a direct result of your own choices, your own patterns, and your own mindset. Instead of pointing the finger outward and blaming others, you turn inward and ask, what can I learn from this? What can I change about myself or my approach to improve my situation? This is a humbling process, but it's also one of the most powerful tools for growth. Each mistake, each setback, each failure becomes a lesson when you choose to take responsibility. Rather than running from the discomfort or making excuses, you lean into it and ask, how can I improve? This mindset transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth. building resilience and character along the way. You learn to take feedback without defensiveness, to view criticism as a gift, and to move forward with an unshakable belief in your ability to evolve. At the heart of taking responsibility is the idea that you are not powerless. You are not at the mercy of forces outside your control. Your choices, actions, and mindset are yours to command. When you own your life fully, you step into the truth that you are the creator of your destiny. This doesn't mean that life will always be easy or fair, but it does mean that you are equipped to handle whatever comes your way. You become a force in your own life, a force that can navigate the storms, build something meaningful, and create the kind of life you want. And in that ownership, you find power, purpose, and freedom. The path to a meaningful life is paved with responsibility, and embracing this responsibility is the key to unlocking your true potential. It is easy to fall into the trap of believing that the world operates on its own terms, with circumstances beyond our control. Yet, the moment you acknowledge that you are the architect of your life, everything changes. You begin to understand that your choices and actions matter. You are no longer a bystander waiting for life to unfold. You are the one who steers your course. Taking responsibility is not about seeking perfection or avoiding mistakes. In fact, it's in our mistakes, our missteps, that some of the most powerful lessons are learned. Every failure holds the potential to shape us, to refine our character, and to deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. When you embrace responsibility, you stop blaming the outside world for your struggles, and instead, you begin to look inward. You ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? This shift is transformative. Responsibility empowers you to act, to make decisions, and to shape your future. It's the realization that you are in control of how you respond to the circumstances life presents to you. Whether things are going well or poorly, you choose your attitude, your actions, and your approach. This mindset makes all the difference between being reactive and being proactive in your life. Living responsibly also means rejecting the temptation of easy shortcuts or instant gratification. It means embracing the challenges, the hard work, and the effort required to pursue what truly matters. The path may not always be smooth, but in the long run, it's the responsible choices you make day by day that will lead you to fulfillment. By taking responsibility for your life, you take back your power and begin living with intention, purpose, and clarity. As we reach the end of this journey through the concept of responsibility, let me leave you with this final thought. You are the creator of your own life. It is easy to look around, to compare, to blame, and to wish for things to be different. But the true power lies in recognizing that your future is shaped by what you do today. Every action, every choice, no matter how small, contributes to the life you are building. Taking responsibility means you are no longer a passive participant. You stop waiting for the world to hand you what you want, and instead you start creating the circumstances that will allow you to thrive. Life will never be perfect, but it is through your commitment to showing up, doing the hard work, and owning both your successes and failures that you will build something meaningful. It's important to remember that responsibility is not a burden, it's a privilege. It means that no matter the challenges you face, you have the power to decide how you will respond. You have the ability to shape your story, to grow through hardship, and to find purpose in even the toughest of situations. The world will try to pull you in many directions, but the only path that truly matters is the one you choose to walk with intention and ownership. So, step forward with courage, embrace your responsibility, take control of your narrative, and live each day with purpose and integrity. You are not defined by what happens to you, but by how you rise to meet life's challenges. You have the power to create the life you deserve, one choice, one action, and one responsibility at a time. Thank you,